Want to hear something trippy? Every time I say the name of one of these cities, you will make an instant association to a powerful community memory. Columbine, Newtown, Aurora, Parkland, Kenosha, Pulse Club in Orlando, Florida, Paradise, Nevada. There are more. Too many more. I was looking at the list so that I could write this, and there were a few that I had actually forgotten. Virginia Tech, 2007, 32 people. El Paso Walmart, just 2019, 23 people lost in that one. We are numb by this point. Our society is like a nerve that's been touched too many times. It's dead now. Disjointed and disturbed, numb to the touch, not buried quite deep enough under our veins, only tingling sometimes in discomfort when we should be feeling pain. Want to hear something funny? On the Wikipedia page of this list of death, this abject disregard for human life, there's a column of weapons used in each attack. On almost every single line, it's as if they got lazy and simply copy-pasted the words semi-automatic rifle. Look, I learned to shoot when I was 7. My dad was in the military. He's proud of his service, and so am I. I understand self-defense, and I can even understand the desire to have a firearm in the house in a safe place, though. In a gun safe, for example, out of the reach of children or someone who may, massacre an entire crowd of people. Just for example. Oh, but what if the person who wants to buy the gun is the one who wants to commit the crime, where that's where gun control laws could really come in handy. In America, you can go to a gun show and buy a gun, no waiting time required. Most states don't even require a background check at gun shows. This, ladies and gentlemen, is known as the gun show loophole. Only 13 states require universal background checks for all purchases of firearms. That means that all the other states have some kind of loophole, some kind of gun that one can acquire without ever having to run your name up the wire. And when we make that point, someone always says, well, the bad guys are going to find a way to get a gun anyway. And I always want to say, okay, let's find out. Let's make the law. Pass the law, enforce strict gun control, not outlaw them. I'm not stupid. I know that's not in sight. They're not going to disappear overnight, but I want to say, okay, let's try my idea. Let's require universal background checks, outlaw bump stock, severely restrict the sale of semi-automatic rifles because it's not like you need that shit for self-defense if someone breaks in, but for some reason the other side doesn't want to try my idea. It's almost like you're not willing to give up your precious guns to save the lives of others. It's almost like you're not willing to try and prove your point because you realize that it's mostly bullshit. You say you're afraid that the government is coming for your guns. Our government isn't even efficient enough to correctly fund our schools. Do you really think they are efficient enough, not to mention ambitious enough, to try and seize the estimated 393 million guns in this country? How many more school shootings do we have to have? How many more people's prayers have to be interrupted by gunfire? How many more news cycles with a slowly climbing death tally on the side do you have to see in order for you to be convinced that there are more important things in life than your precious little side piece? I don't know if you think that the government is actually coming for your guns or if that's just a handy excuse so that you can hold on to them. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Either way, you're being dangerously selfish. You need to be thinking not only about all of the people who have already died, you need to be thinking about all of the people who are going to die next time.